Okay, friends, Doc South here, webcasting from under the deck at our home. I don't know, but I think sometimes it's not a bad idea to just point out some of the things a person likes in life. And you may have the things you kind of dig. Me, I don't know. I got stuff too, and like anyone. And one thing I kind of enjoy is that I know I hate to say it, but it's the day when I mow the lawn. Right. By the way, I don't have to mow this section of lawn. Pretty good. You get right down to it. Look at oh my God, yeah, that'd be impossible. But although actually, if that could be made into a lawn, it'd be a beautiful lawn. You might be able to see the river. That blue you see at the back, that's the Musconetcong River. Yeah. Way off. That's probably 100 feet away. But what I got to do is, first off, I gotta traverse the cellar. And if you'll take notice, our cellar's pretty, yeah. Well, Sandy's been busy, but there's the lawnmower. Yeah, my instrument of, yeah. Sometimes it's an instrument of torture. Okay, I got to get it up and out of, I'll point out some of the obstacles too. I've got to get it over those cinder blocks and out through that cement piece you see. I think that's a foundation. Yeah, the foundation. And then I've got to be careful I don't back up too far. I think you can see it. The steps, yeah, because next thing you know, I'll be down, yeah, rolling towards the river at a high rate of speed. Okay, so I bring the lawnmower out. Usually right about here, I'll check the oil. Okay, I'll check the oil. And, if the filter needs cleaning, I do that. I don't start it here, though. No, this is the side lawn. Let me run up. I'll show you where I go. I push it up up this hill, which, by the way, is usually when you first start, your muscles aren't quite right. So right about here, you get a cramp in the leg. But I keep pushing. I figure it's what you got to do. Okay, I go. Here you go. All right. Now what I do is, you see this little patch of grass? This is the lucky starting point. I know this sounds crazy, but there are such things on this planet, areas of good luck and fortune. And here is where I start the engine. For some reason, if I try anywhere else, if I go over here, okay, I have no idea what that is. Sandy found it somewhere. Going to sell it at a flea market, I guess. And or if I go over here, it won't start. Start it here, it starts. Usually in one pull. I'm not kidding. As long as I have the filter right and prime the gas, prime the carburetor, bang, she starts right up. Okay, once it's going, it's usually kind of chugging and blowing smoke and stuff. I'll start with this little patch here. For some reason, I like doing this little area near the garbage can first. Okay, then I got to do this area. This area doesn't look like much, but if I don't, here, let me show you. Look, you see those like long, yeah, you see the long sticks that are they're stuck to the ground. They actually got roots. I mean, yeah, you'd be hard put to pull them out. If I don't cut this area I would say in 3 months, it would look like this jungle. Honestly, you see the grapevines and stuff? Well, it's not grapevines. It's just these big fat vines, and they grow like lightning. I call them lightning plants. Yeah. And you see, yeah, it's like a rainforest. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a macaw in there somewhere. A lot of the birds like to go in there, and yeah, it's their I guess their spot to hang out. But you see these, yeah, all these feelers that go out. And it grows so fast. So I like to get that. I make certain I get that, because eventually all you'd have is a big thicket. And then I do this little section along the road. Okay, and I got to do it out here too. I got to mow out here too, because this area of trees or this jungle bush will just spread out onto the road. I mean, this thing would stop traffic. Give it about a month. So I got to get to it. Okay, our driveway. And then I like to do the front portion in front of all the bushes that kind of, actually right now you can't even see our house, right? No, it's not there. Yeah, we get pretty thick with shrubbery and greenery this time of year. But I do all this first because then at least if the lawnmower were to break, at least the neighbors as they drive by don't see, like a rainforest. Okay. Then I'll go up and I'll do the driveway. Yeah, I like this little driveway. It's sort of I get on this and, well, I'm home. Yeah. And we got these big, fat, puffy, I don't know what the heck you call any of these flowers, but aren't they pretty, huh? Yeah, and they're there. They're there for quite a while in the summer. And I think kind of gorgeous. Now here I got to be careful because for some reason there's a spike that must have at one time held the cable that secured the telephone pole here. And you got to be careful with a rotary lawn, with a propeller type lawnmower. Yeah, you hit that spike, man. Goodbye. And then I go over here. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. Although I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying going from spot to spot here. Again, this was mowed yesterday. I tried to do this video yesterday and it just, somehow it didn't take. Now this, remember I was telling you about this bush that I had to trim because it's all these awful stickers. Here, look, you see them? Look at these things. See it? Yeah, near my finger there. Look at that. And they're all over this plant. Man, you reach your hand into that plant, try to pull it out, you're going to get lacerated. You may be wearing a suit of armor. This is one of the most getcha plants there is. I mean, honestly, it's on a par with poison ivy. If this had poison ivy and these stickers, I don't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to tell you. Just be awful. And this one, I trimmed it down. I had it trimmed down like you see. Let me get over here. Yeah, okay, you can sort of see it now. But it actually had grown in about a month to about as high as this bush. I had to do a lot of trimming. You'll see I cut quite a few off and then ran them over with the mower. But there's still stickers on these things. Okay, so I come in through this area. I also make sure to trim around the... this is that tree I got when I did radio about 10 years ago. Some conservationists came in for an interview and they gave me this little tiny seedling. And I planted it. And well, this one, I don't know, it only seems to get the needles on the top. On the bottom, look, nothing. I don't know what the heck. But I give it plant food and everything else. Of course, we get manure from the iron chicken and, put it over there. I don't think that's going to hurt it. And then this area, you see how this area is sort of like in the area inside the arched driveway, full of all different kinds of plants. The landlord evidently planted these. This is before we got here, and planted before we got here. This actually is a red maple. I think it's a red maple tree. Pretty. Oh my gosh! In the spring, this thing just turns brilliant red. It's almost like fall comes to spring. It's so pretty. And although also this tree has its obstacles, I'll be looking down, mowing, and then what do? Bang, I hit that. Yep, every time I've ever mowed, I get a welt. Yeah, running into that limb. And okay, then this area you got to be careful because there's so many rocks in that section. Especially this area that I haven't done. I haven't done it because I'll lose the lawnmower and my leg going in there. Again, look, see, we're on the other side of that plant system that has those puffball. See them? Aren't they beautiful? God, they're like Christmas balls, aren't they? Yeah, and there's another vine area that's grown up. That doesn't get a whole lot of sun, so it's leafier on the other side. But I kind of like how it looks. It's kind of scary at night. Come out here to walk Millie. Okay, it looks like like a monster or something. Okay, and then we go past the big rock after we've done in here. By the way, this area you got to watch out. Millie sometimes chooses to anoint this spot, and you got to be a little careful. This is the big rock. Yeah. And that one I don't got to worry about hitting. Yeah. That one I can miss. But there's lots of its cousins that are about a foot high, and man, they'll rip your lawnmower into shreds. Okay, and again, I don't know what this plant is, but it's getting ready to blossom. Isn't it pretty? Got a bee there. Let's see if I can. Hey, bee. Can you see it? Yeah, there he is. Yeah. He's busy gathering pollen and stuff. Okay, then what I do is I run over here past all of Sandy's got a go-kart under that. I don't know what the heck. She found that somewhere on a clean-out pile. Then I do this area. This area is I kind of like because, look, we got this tree with the beautiful fat leaves. Look at these babies compared to my hand, huh? Aren't they? Yeah, there's something. I always like coming here and taking a look at this one, except when it comes fall, you can hardly rake them. Yeah, they just, the leaf blower, the leaf blower is helpless against them. Then here, we mow down in here, this area, and I got a little bit of, I made a cinder block grill, kind of a fancy one compared to what my grandfather used to use. He used to use about 3 or 4 cinder blocks. This I got bricks and all sorts of stuff. And it's actually a pretty cool grill. Yeah, I made it myself. Oh, you can tell? Anyway, it works fine. Cooked chicken on that, Mamma Mia. Oh, and then here's the one of Sandy's berry patches. I think you can see. I'll just come around this way. You can see all the berries. Oh boy, now we're in the light. Yeesh. Okay, looks like the sun's up. But here you can see them. See? Yeah, like little there's raspberries in here and blackberries and wineberries. So Sandy's in here every day now, picking these things. And then we got like this area. You see these funny looking plants. Again, don't know what they're called. More berries. Yep, more berries. I know it's the sunlight's a little tough, but okay. But you'll see. Yeah, all these are neat little berry bushes. Again, these spike plants. I don't know, they're like punk rock plants, aren't they? Yeah, kind of neat. And again, more berries. And then the big tree. Huh? Oh man, that thing's big. If that ever comes down, look out, kiss it goodbye. And there's now and then it'll drop a limb, just for fun. And then I work in this area, one of my favorite spots. Again, Sandy found some what would you call that? Railings, stair railings. She's going to sell them at a flea market, I guess. She's got to figure out how to tie them to the top of the car, her car. This area is an area, it looks like all plants, but if you dig down close, deeper, it's all rocks. It's from when they built a well, or dug a well, and ran the water line. These were the rocks that are underneath the ground. And they all got put there. Eventually the vegetation will turn this to, it'll be dirt with a very rocky undercore. Now then this area is, you see it? Yeah, this is probably the biggest section of lawn I do. It's kind of tough, but I just walked through a spider web. Oh, well, okay, no big whoop. The spiders here are pretty friendly. Yeah, and so anyway, I walk here. Now this area's got its interests. Again, I find it, I don't know, I just find each section's a little different, a little cooler, has its own reason for being. This is, you see this tree. Let me see here. I think maybe if I get down here. This is the tree that marks Roxy, our basset hound's grave. Roxy's buried, just right under her feet would be at the base of this tree. And we buried her, she passed away, about 6-7 years ago now. And always kind of come here and think about her. Wonderful dog, like Millie, and just a real sweetheart. Basset hounds make great pets. Now here I'm liable to slip. This is an area, if you take notice, okay, it's kind of got a slope to it. And if the grass is wet enough and the lawnmower gives me a little trouble, next thing you know, I've slipped and the lawnmower starts going down the hill. Yeah. I'm trying to start berry bushes in here, but so far no soap. And usually around here I run out of the first tank of gas. So I go in, get a drink of water, let the engine cool down, add some gas. And then once I've done this section, then I got to go down here. Yeah, I know, I'm telling you, this takes hours to mow the lawn here. Oh my gosh, by the end of the day, yeah. Okay, now I'm coming down this path. I think obviously I haven't mowed here, it's woods, but there's an area down here I thought you might like to see. We're almost done. Let's see, okay. Oh my gosh, there you go. Okay, there. Now I'm down in the at the river level, and here you are. This is our area along the river. I like to mow this just because, well, you know, you'd like to be able. Now and then it's fun to come down here and look at the river. I mean, you could sit here and have a little picnic. There's a burning ring, right? Yeah, a fire pit. And you just kind of walk around here. I mean, here, dig that river. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Musconetcong. And there's always something down here. In the spring, the geese all hang out here. They build their nests. You see them and their kids marauding through the area. Snapping turtles are in there, I guess. Certainly trout. Now and then you hear the deer running around in here. Foxes, bears. It's pretty cool. It's a very busy river. Now, on occasion, sure, humans come by on inner tubes, those truck tire inner tubes, and kayaks and such. And I've seen this river be, the worst I ever saw it got would be during Hurricane Sandy. I think the river was I'd be up to about my neck. I think the water was over the picnic tables from here, see? Okay. Yeah. Or the picnic table. Yeah. So it wouldn't have been up to my neck. It would have been up to about my waist. And of course, it stretched out all in there, was all flooded over. It was pretty hairy. Really, really wild. Okay. And water just made it under the bridge downstream. It was another 6 inches. It would have gone over the bridge. Now, when I'm done mowing down here, what I got to do is, this is the hardest part, and I don't know why I don't do this first, except I'd probably have to quit mowing for an hour. I got to go up the hill. You see that hill? Oh my God. Okay, so you're pushing the lawnmower with those crummy little wheels they have, right up this thing. Yeah, and sometimes the lawnmower gets stuck in the bushes, some of the plants, or a root, or a rock, or I slip, because this is a little gravelly here. And, yeah, look. Right about here, I'm just about dying, pushing that stupid lawnmower. Oh, then again, who's stupid? Yeah, right. Oh, my God. I get up here, huffing and puffing. And then I always worry that if I don't set the lawnmower exactly right, it'll roll back down. Right, of course, why not? Okay. Then I go over here. We're almost done, by the way. Yeah. I go past all this stuff. We mowed this already. Except in here, I didn't quite mow this yet. Normally this is mowed better, but it's berry season. And Sandy'd have a cow if I mowed in all those weeds, because there's berries in there. This is kind of like a walkway. Although we usually don't use it. We usually come down this thing here. I think you can see it. Yeah. Okay, now I'm almost done. I've mowed all in there around the door and stuff. And then all I got to do is come down here. I'm on the finish line. Yeah, the home stretch. I just mow this. Takes about 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. And then I usually wind up somewhere right about between these two rocks. I'm done. Turn off the machine. It's usually shady at that point. It's always shady in this yard, this section. Set the lawnmower down here to cool, and then it goes back into the cellar once it's nice and cooled off, and bingo, done. Oh my gosh, what a day. Yeah, and it's all in all, it's about a 2-hour, I'd say about a 2-hour job. Yeah, but I like it. Yeah, I don't know, the whole time you're kind of lost in thought. It's actually kind of I could see where people dig mowing the old lawn. Anyway, there you go, friends. Doc South signing off. Hope you have a good day, and maybe go mow your lawn. Okay, yeah, there you go.